Yep, it's that exciting time of the year again, and as we move towards our 10th EuroPD, I guess we have a chance to reflect on what we've done in the last 18 years. We started out as a small meeting, a meeting which was designed to be a one-off to teach people about science and PD, and it's really developed since that to be an international meeting with delegates from virtually all countries across the globe, with the basic science of PD being paramount. But over the years it's developed into a much more clinical PD meeting, where we've been marrying basic science observation to clinical changes in PD, and particularly focusing on patient outcomes as an important way of determining how best to utilize PD, how we can utilize it most effectively, and also to understand patient needs, and how we develop a therapy which is fit for purpose for patients, and that physicians want to prescribe. EuroPD has tried throughout its history to, in a sense, dare to be different in terms of the way that we've dealt with these topics. From a few meetings back, we decided that it was important that we partnered with national organisations. EuroPD has been a meeting for Europe and for the world in a sense, but we've always tried, wherever we've gone, to give it the national flavour. And so on this occasion we're partnering both with the British Renal Association and also with the British Renal Society, the representatives of the renal community across the UK. It's also important that we have international partners in the delivery of PD and in the generation of new PD knowledge. And important in that is the International Society for Peritoneal Dialysis, the ISPD, and the European Dialysis and Transplantation Association. It's important that I say a massive thank you to our sponsors. They've been with us right from the beginning, particularly Fresenius and Baxter, our core sponsors and the core sponsors of this meeting. And without them, we couldn't run EuroPD and couldn't provide the meeting in the form that it currently is. I think it's been an important forum. There are lots of scientific meetings around the globe. The reason that we started EuroPD is there wasn't a scientifically led PD meeting in Europe. There was in the US and in various other parts of the world, and that was the ethos that we created. And I think that one of our successes is we've maintained the velocity or the development of that in terms of driving PD forward. In a sense, a message from Europe to the rest of the world. Our meeting has always been slightly different. I think we've dared to be a little bit different in the way we've presented things, focusing on the delegate experience as a way of delivering more educational content. So it's not just the gimmicks, and our news program and things. It's really a vehicle for delivering, deep thought about PD and how we can improve PD. And I think that's the successful way that we've done it. And I think the delegates have experienced positively because of that. The other thing that's important is this issue of home therapies. And it's really important, I think, that people look at all of the therapies which treat dialysis patients. So that's PD, it's hemodialysis, and that's transplantation in a thing which we used to call the dialysis continuum. Because PD is not good for everybody. PD is good for a subsection of the population on dialysis and may have advantages in certain respects for certain patients. But we look at dialysis as a continuum, as a whole. The ideal is to get as many patients to transplantation as possible, and we need to do that in the best way possible. But for those individuals who can't have a transplant, they need dialysis, and we need to make dialysis as good as it can be, whether that's peritoneal dialysis or hemodialysis. So I think we are enthusiastic about the future. But we need to keep working hard, and this is just one meeting for that. There are lots of other meetings in the calendar, and I think it's important that the various organisations, whether they be national or international, are working together to drive the potential of this therapy forward so that we can maximise the benefits.